Radio.com. Hey, you can also listen on the Local Happenings app with a free download from the App Store. That's right. And I'm Holly Gale. In for Steve Hayes as we get up and go. Sorry, I just tickle myself all the time. And good morning, my BFF, Bill Shope.
Hey, good morning, my BFF, Holly Gale. I love being in here with you on these kind of days, man. It's a lot of fun. We get a lot of good information out. We help a lot of people. Good day.
Absolutely. And of course, as we go through this week, you know, I think on a lot of people's minds are, is it going to snow today? Do we have school? Obviously. And you were talking earlier, and we'll hear from Sandy Mers later about the school closings. All Sauter County and Greenup County are closed. Right. Shout out to SSU, where some Kentucky counties qualify for in-state tuition. Boom. But the further you get on in the week, it then becomes more of a question, right? As the roads get cleared off. Monday is easy. Everybody knew before you even woke up on Monday. Yeah. Tuesday, honestly, was pretty easy, too. Today, I was unsure coming in if anybody would be open. But do you think that this is speculation? Friends at home, this is complete speculation. Do you think they're just going to close the whole week?
I think they'll definitely close tomorrow. I don't have any inside information or on that just yet. And I think some school districts are going to be a little different. But, you know, here in the city, Portsmouth City Schools and in Sciotoville and things, you have a large percentage of students that walk to school still. And temperatures tomorrow are going to be in low single digits. And
if you're walking to school, the sidewalks are not prepared for you to be walking.
Oh, no, not at all. No, this morning I stopped and gave a lady a ride because she was trying to walk.
Really?
Yeah, and I mean, every step she would take, she'd go down to her knee. I mean, the snow or slush or whatever you want to call it.
Well, if you're walking and if you're not walking in the middle of the road, which some people are to just, stay out of it, but if you're trying to walk in the sidewalk or you come up on a snowbank and it's almost like, I'm going to be waist deep if I try and go through it.
Oh, absolutely. And, I walked down to Kroger yesterday, and like I told you, it was like carrying a 50-pound ruck on my back. I mean, it was, the sidewalks were still pretty nasty, and they were slippery. And I saw Hoover walking right in the middle of Chillicothe Street, right up the yellow line, because it was so packed on the sidewalks. He even stopped and put a butt out right on the yellow line, right in the middle of traffic before he went on.
See, I thought he was working on his catwalk, because there was an extra strut going on,
Well, he always has that stray cat strut.
Hey, baby. Well, it's 7:33, time to check in with news brought to us this morning by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, providing you with your roadmap to recovery. And here's Bill Shope with the latest.
Thanks, Holly, and good morning, everyone. Scioto County remains on a level 2 snow emergency this morning. And that means the main roads are in good shape, but they may be hazardous with blowing and drifting snow. There's also some icy spots out there, mainly on bridges and an overpass. Now, most of the secondary roads and side streets continue to be snow-covered and icy, and they are extremely hazardous. We had the opportunity to talk with Portsmouth City Manager Sam Sutherland, who gave us the very latest on his crew's efforts to clear the streets of Portsmouth.
So our city crews have been out since Sunday afternoon, much like what you heard from ODOT and County Engineer's Office. The folks have been working really hard to get our streets opened up. The main arteries are all pretty clear and passable. We're still working on the side streets, and that'll probably continue for a couple of days till we get all this caught up. And we just ask folks to be patient. Please listen to the advisories Sheriff's Office is putting out about the water level emergencies we're out on. And like I said, folks, just be patient. We are working on it, and we'll get them opened up as best as we can.
Now, as Holly mentioned earlier, all schools in Scioto County and Greenup County are closed today. The Vern Rife School is also closed. All of their other programs, however, are on a 2-hour delay. Scioto County Courthouse, Scioto County Community Action, and Scioto County Job and Family Services, they're all going to open at 10 a.m. Now, for those out there who like to warm up their car before taking off in this frigid weather, it's important to know the details of Ohio's laws regarding leaving an unattended vehicle running in the Buckeye State. Here's Angela Ann.
Remember, in Ohio, you are not allowed to leave your car unattended while it's running. It's against the law, with a few exceptions. If your car is parked on your residential property, then yes, you can leave your car running. You can also leave it running if it's locked, regardless of where it is parked. The law, of course, does not apply to emergency and public safety vehicles.
And Shane Tiemann, Scioto County prosecutor, revealed that Scioto County grand jury met recently and returned 6 public indictments. Defendants indicted included Trevin Watts, age 26, Caden Borders, age 18, and Cody Millam, 19, all of the city of Portsmouth, were each indicted on 2 counts of attempted murder, 2 counts of felonious assault, improperly discharging a firearm at or into a habitation or a school zone, tampering with evidence, and 3 counts of criminal damaging or endangering. Meanwhile, Chloe Williams, age 23 of West Portsmouth, Haley Ann Will, age 25, and Tori Woodrow, age 21, both of those ladies from Portsmouth, were each indicted on 6 counts of complicity, along with charge of tampering with evidence. Here's Scioto County Prosecutor Shane Tiemann with more.
We have indicted 6 individuals with attempted murder or complicity to attempted murder, as well as felonious assault and other charges. I will tell you that we did file complaints in juvenile court. We are going to seek to bind over those individuals as adults as well. Frankly, I'm sick and tired of the stupidity of some of our people in Scioto County using guns, shooting guns at other people for ridiculous reasons. And this year, things are thrust on us this way. That's our goal, to stamp out these morons from doing this anymore. And if I have to put tons of people in prison for as long as I can so people get the message, then that's what we're going to do. That's all I can say about it right now. They can take their lumps to trial.
For Mix 99.3 News, I'm Bill Shope.
Well, thank you, Bill.
You're welcome, Holly Gale.
This morning I was checking out history.com because that's what I do.
That's a great website.
Yeah, it is. And on this day in music history, 1946, we're talking about the king of rock and roll. On this day, he got his very first guitar.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. Talk about, imagine if he would have got a banjo. You know what I mean?
Well, Sam McKibben has always liked the guitar.
Yeah, he absolutely has. Guess how much he paid for it?
I don't know how much.
$7.75. Wow.
Which was a little bit of change at that time.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I should have done a calculator on it. But, yeah, his mother took him to a store, apparently. It's called the Tupelo. Thank you. Hardware store. And bought this when he was just 11 years old.
And for clarification's sake, we are talking about Elvis.
Oh, yeah. Elvis Presley. I'm sure you've heard of him. But, yeah, I thought that was such an interesting thing thinking about back. I'm not even going to try and do the quick math. But 1946, first guitar. And, it's fun to think about those kinds of things because, when they were walking into that store, they had no idea.
It's what, 78 years ago?
Oh, yeah? Okay. Look at the big brain on you. Yeah. But, yeah, we've been talking about holidays this morning. And in case you missed it, National Bubble Bath Day, National Take the Stairs Day. And today is Show and Tell at Work Day, Bill. Is there anything you want to show and
what
tell?
What are you driving at, Holly Gale?
Listen, it's a free form.
Don't tell Hoover.
Yeah, this is a Mad Lib, man. You can fill it in with whatever the heck you want.
I showed you a giant pool of coffee early this morning on the table. Can't top that.
You absolutely did. Clean up on aisle 11, and we took care of it. Well, Bill, thanks for checking in with us. Hey, we got birthdays on the way.
You got it. I can't wait.
All right. News this morning brought to us by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, providing you with your roadmap to recovery. We got O&N on the way.
The health and well-being of the community when it comes to cancer care and the cure is a name that's legendary. His name is Dr. Inashita. At Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates of Portsmouth, they're always there to think way ahead of the curve, to provide the absolute latest in care treatments and that personal one-on-one service that today is so rare. With Dr. Inashita and King's Daughters, they owe their success to the many forward-thinking community members and great volunteers who have all helped shape King's Daughters and Dr. Inashita as their first choice from patients and families who choose them for the most critical time in their life, when that absolute right decision must be made. For more information, from screenings to treatment, contact Dr. Inashita by calling 353-4884 or stop by and meet their incredibly helpful staff at 916 11th Street in Portsmouth. With Dr. I and Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, that's where the care, compassion, and the roadmap to your cure begin.
This is ONN. I'm Jay Fox on the Ohio News Network. An elderly woman who was reported missing in southwest Ohio has been found dead. ONN's Clay Gordon reports.
According to a post on X, formerly Twitter, the Warren County Sheriff's Department reported 94-year-old Susie Couch was last seen on Sunday walking barefoot away from her home in Franklin. Nearly 24 hours later, and after the sheriff's office issued an endangered missing adult alert, Couch was found dead near her home. According to police, Couch suffered from dementia, and it was a tip on social media that led them to find her body.
East of Columbus, police in Pataskala say pigs may have contributed to a woman's death. ONN's Kate Burdett has the story.
On Christmas Day, a 75-year-old woman was found dead on the front porch of her home in Pataskala. According to the Licking County Coroner's Office, the woman died from bleeding due to extensive superficial injuries by livestock animals. The Coroner's Office also says the woman had prior health conditions, and they have ruled her death accidental. Police say pigs live on a property next door to the woman's house. They say they informed the owner of the pigs to put the animals in quarantine and that right now the woman's death is under investigation.
In Northeast Ohio, the city of Cleveland is spending $1 million for a comprehensive survey of its 90,000 trees that line city streets. The goal is to learn how to better care for them. For the Ohio News Network, I'm Jay Fox.
And it's time for another look at sports. This morning, our sports brought to us by Collier Home Medical, located on Collier Corner in the Berg. That's 1661 State Route 522 in Wheelersburg, right there across from Kroger. And they've got all sorts of medical equipment. They'll even do free home setup of a variety of medical equipment as well. Saying a big good morning to Chuck Green. Say, why are you laughing?
You frantically trying to go through your paperwork over there.
Yeah, listen.
I know it's in here somewhere.
You know what's stupid is I thought my read was on the very bottom of the stack. It turns out it was the second one.
You had to shuffle the deck.
That's the story of my life. Here's a behind the scenes look, friends. If you ever hear me trying to say something and it sounds like I'm fumbling a lot, yeah, it's because I'm looking for my piece of paper. Whatever.
We have a lot of pieces
It's not
of paper
all magic.
here.
Yeah, we really do.
There's a lot of paper.
Listen, I have a lot of stuff memorized, and yesterday, oh my gosh, yesterday we were sitting at my table, and my mom's one of those people that she can hear a phone number and remember it for the rest of her life.
Oh, I used to know so many people like that.
Same, and we used to have so many written on the inside of our cupboard, when we had the home phone.
Okay, all right.
It's like, whose phone number do you need? Let me open up the cup cabinet. But no, so I was sitting there, and you know how after you get done with work, and you're just kind of zonked for a minute, and somebody said something about the weather, and I just immediately rattled off the weather report and told them about the school closings and said thanks to Shawnee State University, all there while we were eating our I'm like,
nice.
This is ridiculous.
That is pretty awesome. It just kind of gets ingrained in your mind.
Can't memorize it all, man.
Yeah, and you hear certain words or phrases or even topics such as that, and it just triggers you, and you just go right into your normal broadcast.
I still can't hear anybody say it's all here. It's all
Got
here.
it all.
Got it all. Yeah. Jeez.
Sometimes there can be negative effects to that. It took me many, many years to hear Rick D say his name without giggling.
Such a nerd.
Yeah. But I'm getting there.
And on that note, let's talk about sports.
Hey, you make a great point on the phone numbers, though. I mean, who remembers phone numbers anymore? Hardly. That is a lost art.
Yeah.
I used to know these guys who were walking Rolodexes. They could hear a number, much like your mom, it sounds like, one time, and they would hold on to that forever. I can't remember my wife's number, and we've been together for 16
Maybe
years,
just,
and this
don't
really
admit
bothers
that.
her. But it's so true. It's like it's like in my phone. If my phone ever goes dead, I can't find my wife. I can't communicate with her. Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's been several times that I've left my phone at home and realized, oh no, I need to call from the station. All right, whose number do I remember? Yeah, it's the ultimate test. But you're just going to be out of luck.
I've got an easy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you?
Easy phone number.
911? I'm just kidding.
Not that easy. Not that helpful either.
Jeez. All right, Chuck. Come on, sports.
All right, if you insist. I've been putting this off as long as I possibly could, but the 6th-ranked Kentucky Wildcats men's basketball team went down to Athens, Georgia last night and was defeated 82-69. Lamont Butler led UK with 20 points as that loss dropped the Cats to 12-3. Elsewhere within the top 25 yesterday, 8th-ranked Florida rolled top-ranked Tennessee by 30. 73-43 was the final. Number 4 Duke defeated Pitt 76-47. Number 21 West Virginia fell to unranked Arizona 75-56. 3rd-ranked Iowa State prevailed over Utah 82-59. Number 7 Marquette was a winner over Georgetown 74-66. 2nd-ranked Auburn was triumphant over Texas 87-82. Number 14 Mississippi State was victorious over Vanderbilt 76-64. 24th-ranked Michigan defeated number 22 UCLA 94-75, and 25th-ranked Utah State downed San Jose State 85-79. to 78. Tonight in the NBA, the Cavs will host the Thunder for a 7 o'clock tip-off. Cleveland is 31-4 and has a 5-game lead over Boston in the Eastern Conference. Now, because of the weather that we've experienced over the last few days, you can imagine a lot of high school basketball games have been postponed or rescheduled to different dates. In addition to battling weather, there is the Ohio State football game this Friday, and several area teams have jostled their schedule around in hopes of getting people home in time to watch the 7:30 kickoff between the Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns in this Friday's Cotton Bowl. Here's what we know as of now, and again, this is completely non-weather related. This is all about the Ohio State football game affecting these basketball games and times. Northwest will play at Oak Hill varsity only Friday at 5:30. Clay will visit East. That's a varsity-only game at 5 o'clock on Friday. Wheelersburg will head to Lucasville Friday to take on the Valley Indians. The JV game will start at 4:30. Then Valley will have a Hall of Fame ceremony between the JV and varsity games. The varsity game should tip at approximately 6 o'clock. Notre Dame will be at Ironton St. Joe on Friday. The JV game will start at 5. Waverly will visit South Webster this weekend. That was originally scheduled for Friday. They've moved it to Saturday. The JV game will tip at 6. Sims Valley at Eastern Pike has been moved from Friday to Saturday. That's going to be a 3 o'clock JV tip. They're going to do that in the afternoon. West will play at Minford this weekend. That was originally set for Friday. They've moved it to Saturday, 6 o'clock JV tip-off. No decision yet between New Boston, Glenwood, and Greene. The Tigers are supposed to head to Franklin Furnace to take on the Bobcats. And South Gallia at Western Pike, no change. They'll go as regularly scheduled this Friday. Last night in the NHL, the Columbus Blue Jackets skated past the Penguins 4-3 in a shootout. Columbus is now 500, 17 wins, 17 losses, and 6 ties. Your Portsmouth Insurance Sports Time is 7:47. Portsmouth Insurance is a TAH benefits partner. Give Gary Duzane a call for all of your employee benefit needs. And that is a look at sports.
Thanks, Chuck.
You're welcome, Holly.
Birthday's on the way.
All right.
Sports this morning brought to us by Call Your Home Medical and Traffic and Weather Together up next.
Collier is expanding its business opportunities to include Collier Home Medical, a local durable medical equipment company, or DME, offering free home setup of a variety of home medical equipment such as home oxygen and portable oxygen, as well as hospital beds, wheelchairs, rollators, walkers, and more. Collier also offers home sleep testing along with CPAP and BiPAP for patients diagnosed with sleep apnea. Overnight pulse oximetry testing is available with a physician order. Located at 1661 State Route 522 across from Kroger in Wheelersburg, call 740-574-0327.
And it's time for Traffic and Weather Together. Traffic, a service of the Scioto River, open 7 days a week with the legendary chicken, steaks, ribs, and so much more. Dine in, take it with you, or ask about the group catering as well. Currently at a level 2 snow emergency. Please stay home if you're able to. You know, some of those side roads still need a lot of TLC. Main roadways are looking pretty good, though, but the crews are still out there working and plowing to get you taken care of. But we don't have any accidents to report on. If you see something we need to know about, 354-1993. Give us a call and become a traffic tracker today. That's your traffic, brought to us by the Scioto River. Open 7 days a week.
The weather, a service of Mary's Spirit and Print Shop, where all regional schools are proudly represented with plenty of cool hats, shirts, sweaters, jackets, and pride. Get your school spirit on and check out the deals now at Mary's Spirit and Print Shop, 2109 Gallia Street in Portsmouth, where Mary and her graphic designer can customize anything.
Your first alert forecast from WSAZ. Mainly cloudy with a few flurries around, staying cold without much meltings. That slip and fall risk continues. Temperatures hanging in the 20s, dropping through the teens tonight with more light scattered snow showers. A best attempt at sunshine and even a little melting comes on Thursday, but still cold, highs in the 20s.
I'm WSAZ News Channel 3 meteorologist Brandon Butcher on the Ohio Valley's hit music channel, Mix 99.3.
The best mix of yes